I've like uploaded onto this channel properly or even filmed myself, but I've just moved into my own place and I've like completely done up the living room to be like my gaming area, and I kind of wanted to show off like my collection and just talk a little bit about like my games and stuff like that, because I asked on my Instagram which collection I should start with, and from the voting it seems like people are most interested to see my PlayStation 2 stuff, so we're going to go through that. I've kind of like organised it into the order I think I got all of the games, so the correct order that I bought the games. So hopefully this is the right order, but this is what I remember being the correct order. So let's get started. So I think these first games are the ones that I actually got for my PlayStation 2. I don't have all of the ones I originally had with it because it came with like a starter pack and it had quite a few games I wasn't really interested in. I did jump on the PlayStation 2 really late in its life. I think the PlayStation 3 was already out, but this is just one of the first ones, and it's one of the reasons I wanted the PlayStation 2. So this is Cell Damage Overdrive. I think back in the day I played like a demo on my original Xbox for it, and I really seemed to enjoy it, so I thought I'd want to have a go at it. It's like a car combat type game. I actually own 2 copies of this because there was like a HD remake, which I have on my PlayStation 4 and I still play it to this day. Okay, so the next one I also think I got with it, I did have it on my original Xbox as well, and that is Shrek 2. So this actually was quite a lot of fun. It was like a co-op game where you can play with up to 4 people and you just go through a level beating up all the enemies and stuff. I had a lot of fun with it and I wish I had more people to play it with because I haven't played this game in years. Next, I think I got this maybe like a few months after owning my PlayStation 2, and that is The Herbs, The Sims in the City. So this is the weird The Sims collaboration where it's with the Black Eyed Peas, and it's more like an adventure game more than like just building your home. Like I don't think I ever really spent any time designing my place when I played this. I would just always be out in the city area and just like doing the mini games and trying to earn money, but then I would never spend the money. I would just like spend more time doing the mini games. I did have a lot of fun with it, but I more went back to the original Sims on GameCube. Yeah, it was a very weird game, but I did have fun with it. So the next 2 games are from the same series. I think I got them around the same sort of time. They're both like games I played in the arcades a lot with my dad. So that is Time Crisis 2 and then Time Crisis 3. I think I had more fun with Time Crisis 3, but we could never get very far in it, whereas Time Crisis 2, I think we did actually finish the game, although they're not very long. I just think we couldn't cope as well on Time Crisis 3. On Time Crisis 2, I'm pretty sure there was like a mode where you could both see the same screen, and so you had like 2 cursors, but you were technically playing as one person, whereas that wasn't an option in Time Crisis 3. It's never as good as in the arcade, but I did have a lot of fun with them. I still haven't got Time Crisis, I think 4 and 5 is how far they've got at the moment. I have played them in the arcade, but I still haven't got them. I think they're only on like PS4, and it's not the same without like the guns. But yeah, and just looking on the back of my Time Crisis 2, it says not to be sold separately, but I never got it with anything from what I remember. Maybe it was meant to be with the guns or something, but I definitely didn't have that. Yeah. Okay, so next is Red Dead Revolver. Again, this is a game that I didn't play how I was supposed to really play it. My dad was the one who actually played the main story, and he would unlock all the characters and all the maps, but I would actually play the multiplayer mode because you could put like AI controlled characters to play against, and I would just play that mode. Although I do remember that there's something wrong with my copy of Red Dead Revolver, because every now and then it would be like, I'd play it fine for a few days and would get some of the characters and some of the stages unlocked, and then we'd go back to it and the save data would have corrupted. There was nothing wrong with like my memory card, because all the other games I had on there never had this problem, but for some reason this copy of Red Dead Revolver just won't hold a save after a few plays. I've got Red Dead Redemption, like the sequel, but that doesn't, as far as I know, that doesn't have like the multiplayer mode, so I've never really gotten into it. Okay, so the next one is one I had on my Xbox as well, and that is the Simpsons Road Rage. So the Simpsons Road Rage is basically just a clone of Crazy Taxi. You just pick up people and drive them to their destinations. It doesn't sound that exciting, but I'd always like play it for like little short bursts and have really good fun with it and then get bored, but then the next day I would really want to play it again. This is another one that I did play a lot with my dad growing up. Sorry if the camera angle looks different. My phone just suddenly ran out of storage while I was talking. So I was talking about Simpsons Road Rage and I've completely forgotten what I was saying now. So I'm just going to say I had a lot of fun with it. Okay, next is YuGiOh, The Duelist of the Roses. I really wanted like a home console YuGiOh game, but unfortunately this isn't anything like the card game. It's a really weird like game where it's a really weird like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like you're on a grid and you get like, you can summon the same number of monsters and spells and traps, but you have to move them along the grid and then attack like the deck master. I never really got very far of it because it wasn't what I was looking for. Okay, so then the next one is From Russia with Love, so 007 James Bond. Again, this is one that my dad would play, and he would like unlock the characters and stuff to play in multiplayer mode. It wasn't as fun as Dead Revolver was for me in multiplayer because you couldn't have AI people to play against, so I could only play it with my dad. But it was fun when we did have a go against one another, but I just wish you could have had like AI controlled characters to play against. Okay, next one. Don't make fun of me. SpongeBob Lights Camera Pants. I actually had loads of fun with this one. It's just like mini games, but I actually think the mini games were really good fun. This is one that me and my sister would play loads of, and there were certain mini games that we'd always go back to. Like I remember there was like a racing one, there was like a rhythm game. I remember there was like one where you're on, I don't know what they were called, it's like the unicycle bikes that they had, and you had to like shoot each other out of the like arena. It was really good fun, and I definitely would like to play this more with other people. Okay, next one is Star Wars Battlefront 2. This is probably my favourite. This is probably one of my favourites on the system. I actually got Battlefront 2 before Battlefront 1 for some reason. And I don't think I even like watched Star Wars when I got this, because I remember the first time I was exposed to Star Wars was Lego Star Wars, the games. I didn't watch the films, I just like played the games. It's actually my second version. This is actually my second copy because I played it so much I broke the game, like it just wouldn't run anymore. But yeah, I couldn't get enough of it, so eventually I went out and got the first one, Star Wars Battlefront. Wasn't as much fun as Battlefront 2, maybe I would have had more fun with it if I hadn't started with 2. But both were really good games. Okay, so next there's a bunch of games, but they're all from the same series. So it's the Buzz series. So I had Buzz the Big Quiz, Buzz the Hollywood Quiz, Buzz the Mega Quiz, Buzz the Music Quiz, and Buzz the Skanes. Came with like the little peripheral that he's holding, so it's like you actually get buzzers, and this is something that I play a lot at Christmas time with my family. Like playing with the four of us, because you didn't actually have to get other controllers like most games, and you needed like a multi-tap thing to actually plug that in if you wanted to do 4-player with like other co-op games or competitive games, whereas this you could just plug in. Awkward jump cut again because I ran out of storage the second time. What was I even saying about Buzz? I don't even remember. They were lots of fun. I've got some on the PlayStation 3, but I've never really played them as much as these ones. Like, make them again. They could do it with like the PlayLink thing they used for like PlayStation 4, where you use your mobile. That would be a lot of fun. But yeah, I've only got one more game now, so hopefully my phone can last that long. So this is one I got, again, because I used to have it on Xbox. And this is something I probably bought within the last year thinking about it. And that is Digimon Rumble Arena 2. This plays a lot like Super Smash Bros. I remember playing this lots and lots, and I had unlocked all the characters and all the maps. I had loads of fun with it. I went back to play it after rebuying it, and it's not as fun as I remember. Maybe it's because I've been spoiled with how much content there is in Super Smash Bros. But I definitely wish I could play this with some friends as well. Just having a look on the back, and it is compatible with 1 to 4 players. But I don't have the multi-tap thing, so it would have to be one-on-one if I was to play with anybody. So yeah, that's my PlayStation 2 collection. I'm gonna keep posting like polls on my Instagram and see whatever parts you'd like to see of my games room, and then eventually I'll do like a whole like room tour to show everything in here. But yeah, I just think this is a more interesting way of like showing it off. And maybe I'll quit in front of the camera by the time that I've finished all of these. But yeah, Thanks for sticking around and watching that. Keep an eye out on my Instagram and help me choose which section to look at next. Thanks for watching. Bye.